Hey there guys, this is Flamzeronic, aka YouTube's Tosuke. Tales of Versus came out like a long time ago, like back in August. I know this is kind of late for me doing this, but I got it and I've been playing it. It's not as good as you might have hoped. My starting complaint is the absence of characters, like I'm already pissed off at the fact that Reed's not in it. He's my favorite Tales character, and he's not in a fighting game. I understand that they didn't want to put another swordsman in it, but, because they already had, like, several swordsmen in there. But, why not Reed? Instead they put in Farah. That's okay. Farah definitely fits the idea of a fighter more than Reed does, because, the fists. They probably should have put in more characters. And, as far as the characters so far, several of my favorite characters are in there, but I think I'll probably main with either Luke, Caius, or Kyle, one of those two. I haven't played as Caius yet, but, I've already played as Luke and Kyle, and so far, Luke's probably the best, I think so. My other gripe with the game would be its difficulty. I feel as though there's not much of a balance in between characters. Like, Eugene is a friggin' powerhouse. He's, like, so hard. He's like, really hard to beat. And, some of the battles, like, when the regular battles, like, because, with that kind of game, like, Tales of Versus, like, the story mode, you have to have, like, some regular battles just for their, like, either entertaining you or, like, just leveling you up. And so you have to, but, like, they're really hard. Some of them are actually pretty hard. And it has, like, some weird little numbering system, almost like a power level, some sort of weird power level system.
It's over 9,000!
Also, those are really my only gripes. As far as the game overall, I think Namco probably did this just because of Dissidia. It was obviously just did it because of Dissidia. And they thought, oh, well, Dissidia did pretty well, then maybe a fighting Tales game will do good. And in theory it would, because the Tales series uses a fighting game-like engine. And that's one of the reasons why I love the Tales series so much, is because of its battle system. Like, when I first played Tales of Symphonia, I had a fear that I wouldn't like it because it was a turn-based game, because I'm not really into turn-based games. I prefer action games. But when I played the game, I was shocked and excited to see that it was an action RPG, and it was done in a way to where it actually looked like an RPG, as opposed to a game like Kingdom Hearts where you just start attacking people, kind of like in Legend of Zelda and Sword of Mana. And also, I think they were just kind of trying out ideas, kind of like Tales of Eternia Online and Tales of the World Radiant Mythology. Like, with Eternia Online, I think they were just kind of try, like, what if we made an online game? So they didn't really do their best on it. I don't think that kind of cost them. And same with Radiant Mythology. Like, they were just like, what if we made a character creation system? And, it looked pretty cool. They had to, like, fix up some stuff for Radiant Mythology 2. And, like, they tested it out with Radiant Mythology, and when Radiant Mythology 2 came out, they had learned, and they put all the new stuff they learned into Radiant Mythology 2, and that ended up being the better game. I think that's what they're doing with Tales of Versus. I think they were just trying out ideas. And so, when they make a Tales of Versus 2, and plus I think that they were trying to, I think they kind of do their spinoffs in threes. Like the Narukiri series, where Narukiri Dungeon was like 3 games, and then Radiant Mythology is like going to be 3 games. And Tales of Fandom will probably come and go. It's kind of like a little vacation to all the intense game playing. It's sort of just like a little fun thing, and it is fun. It's pretty fun, but like, and so we're getting closer to Radiant Mythology 3, and who knows what'll happen there. Obviously Asbel will be in it, and probably more of Asperia characters, and whoever's next, and any remakes that come along, the characters will be remade. But I think Tales of Versus was also supposed to serve as the next big Tales spin-off game after Radiant Mythology goes, which kind of surprises me a little bit because they decided to, because if that was the case, then they probably would have waited until Radiant Mythology 3 came out, and then after that game went by, they would do Radiant Mythology. They would do Tales Versus, and maybe it would have been better. But I think for Tales Versus 2, they'll probably definitely add more characters, and they'll probably work out a little more of the kinks. Probably make it a little more. I don't know. I mean, it is a lot like it's a lot like Super Smash Brothers, that's for sure. The gameplay style. I'd say it's a little more like Onimusha Blade Warriors because of its battle system. It seems a little more like Onimusha, or at least to me it does. But maybe for Tales vs 2 they'll add in more characters. Online play would be good. Like I know there's that whole ad hoc party thing, which seems like a good idea. I downloaded it and I can't get it to work. It says I need a wired broadband connector, and that doesn't make any sense to me. But hopefully they'll work out some new things. Maybe they won't even do ad hoc party. They'll probably do infrastructure mode, which probably would be the better idea since the PSP does have that. Though if it was a console game, that would make online play a little easier. As far as I forgot one more thing. The mode Tales of Wallbreaker. That's a little more enjoyable than the actual game. Probably because it's 2D, and I think they did that to rest some. I think they did that in order to I think they did that in order to put rest to all the Tales fan games that are like fighters that keep getting made. Like Exceed Force, Infinity of Battled Second, all that good stuff. But it's a pretty fun game. I like it. It has like a nice pace to it. It feels quick. The idea of having to watch your back and make sure you not get hit by the wall, because the object of the game is to break the other person's wall and send them flying through it. And so you have to kind of be on your feet a little bit more. But it's pretty fun. I kind of wish you'd be able to choose your skills though. I'm sorry. I'm still a little under the weather. I'm sorry. It's weird. I know I shouldn't even be making videos. I probably should be in bed, but you know what? I am doing this because I love you guys so much. I'm just kidding. No, I mean, whatever. I mean, I like you guys as my friends, my 96 friends, subscribers, and my 104 friends, and my real friends and my online friends. Anyway, so is this a buy or a not buy game? Well, I want to say rent, but that would only work if you're actually in Japan or there's some import GameFly out there that I don't know about. And if there is, I'd like a link to it. I know there are other renting things out there, but GameFly probably works the best because 1, it's cheap, and 2, it's quick. So yeah. So that's all I have to say about the game. If you want to get it, get it. If you don't, then just pass up and wait for Versus 2. This is Flamzor, aka YouTube Satosuke, signing out. See you later.